Welcome to class. Today we are looking at how to choose a research topic. But before we go right into it, I want us to look at what exactly is research. In my own word, I will say that research is a careful and systematic process of generating new knowledge. It's a careful and systematic process of generating new knowledge. You see that to create new knowledge, before new knowledge can be created, research has to take place. This is because research is the backbone of any new knowledge. Without research, it cannot be new knowledge. When I say new knowledge, it could be a new information or a solution to a problem. So research is done to bring about new knowledge. So that is my own simple way of defining research. And research is systematic, it has a step by step. You don't just stand up and say, I'm doing research. No, there are laid down rules, there are step by steps, there are process you go through in conducting a research. And I want you to know that research is not a guesswork, it is not an opinion. There are laid down rules, there are step by step rules of which you have to go to in creating this new knowledge. Now, again, I want us to know that there can never be research without the subject matter. By subject matter, I mean the focus, the phenomenon, the issue, that thing that make you want to go into the research. Without a subject matter, it's just as if you have no direction. A research without a subject matter is like somebody waking up, taking their bath, you dress up, hang your traveling bag and say, I'm traveling. Where are you traveling to? I don't know. Even when they look at you, they'll say, it's like something is wrong with this one. That is exactly how research is. Research must have a subject matter. The subject matter gives it focus and direction. That's what the research matter. And the subject matter is that something that makes you want to conduct the research. Now, let's go into how to choose a research topic. I want you to have an image in your mind. Let's say you have an image of a big tree. You have a big tree image in your head. That tree has branches. Now, the topic, the broad topic is the big tree, is that big tree. For instance, now somebody say, I want to study education. I want to research education. It doesn't make meaning. It's too vague, it's too broad. How do you intend to study education? Or you say I want to study nutrition and health. It's vague, it's broad, it has no meaning, no direction. So it's not possible for you to say you want to study nutrition and health. What aspect of nutrition and health are you talking about? What aspect of education are you talking about? So you see that that education you have mentioned, that nutrition and health you have mentioned, and health you have mentioned, that is the big tree. The big tree. It has branches. So now, let's go now. For instance, the person that say, I want to start study education. You now look into it. Now, to create that big tree, education, what aspect of education? Now, okay, now, the world is a global village, technology have risen, and there are so many easy ways to study. Even now, you see, like what I'm doing now, I'm teaching online. So you can now look at the impact of, you want to say, okay, you want to look at um, mobile learning apps and the study habits of maybe Nigerians today. Even Nigerians today is too wide. But let's just say you want to look at mobile learning apps and study habits of undergraduates. Yeah, say undergraduates. You see, even that is broad because we have so many undergraduates. Even in Nigeria only, we have a lot of undergraduates. So that is the big tree. That now makes the big tree: mobile learning apps and the study habits of undergraduates. That is the big tree now, and it's too broad for you to study, it's too big for you to study. So now we now see on the tree there are branches. Now you want to choose a branch of the tree to study, right? Now you now pick a branch of the tree. That is now the narrowed focus. The branch of the tree that you are picking now is the narrowed focus. For instance, the broad idea, the tree, the big tree, is mobile learning apps and study habits. Now, on mobile learning apps and study habits, we have branches. Some people may want to look at the impact, the influence. Does it even add anything to the learning habit? So many part of it. But now you now look at it, you say, okay, the branch I want to look at the impact. This social media or this learning apps, mobile learning apps, does it even have any impact at all on the learning habit of university undergraduates? Now you have picked a branch, which is the impact of learning mobile learning apps on the study habits of undergraduates. You have a topic now. From the bigger picture, you now narrow it down. You have a narrowed focus. You have a topic to look at. Now, from that topic, which is still somehow broad because you're talking of undergraduates, what is your population? Which of the undergraduates is the population? But the sample, the main one that you want to study, we have so many undergraduates. From there, you now derive your title. The title is the exact wording that you put on your project or your research writing. The exact wording that is on top on the front page, that exact wording, that is the title. Now you now pick the title of that your research. Let's go now. From our example, we said the bigger picture is mobile learning apps and the study habits of undergraduates. We now narrow it down. Okay, we want to look at the impact of mobile learning apps on the study habits of undergraduates. Now, I want to now pick my title. Now, that is a stamp I now put on that branch. I have my tree. I've taken my branch. Now, I'm putting a stamp under my branch. So, the stamp I'm putting, that is the title. The wording, the exact wording that shows on my research work. I now say the impact of mobile learning apps on the study habits of undergraduate student of University of Calabar. I am now focused. I am studying undergraduate student of University of Calabar. I want to know the impact of the on mobile study app on their study habits. That is the title. You see, that is just it. There's no too, it's not too big. From the big picture, you have come down. Then from there, you have now put a stamp on what the branch of the tree you have chosen. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Just take know what you want to do, narrow it down, then put a stamp. You have your topic. It's as simple as that. So that is it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, put on your notification bell so that when I drop the next lesson is telling us the importance of choosing the right research topic. Why it's important to choose the right topic. I will see you in my next video. Stay focused, and in the comment section, pick a topic, revise it, bring it down, narrow it down, and put your title. Drop it in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.